Guys, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of basically the test review for chapters 1 through 5. So I'm just going to hit the high level points here on everything that you should know for the exam. So the first thing you should know the different types of economies. Okay, command, market, right? You need to know the big difference between those. Just so you know, market is the same as capitalist. They have the same ideas. Okay, so know the different types of economies. Know what they are, the definitions, the benefits, the drawbacks, things like that. Okay, you need to know those. You need to know the definition of economics, scarcity, things like that. You need to understand the factors of production. Okay, so if you don't remember what those are, right, they're land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. So you need to understand the factors of production. You now need to understand opportunity cost. Remember, it's the value of what you're giving up. So because you're choosing this, what are you giving up? We are also looking at, because you're producing more of, something, that's going to change the cost of something else, right? Because you're producing more shoes, you're giving up pizza, right? So the opportunity cost of shoes is how many pizzas you're giving up. So you have to understand that number, right? How much you're giving up. You're now going to go into marginal analysis. Remember, margin analysis was comparing the marginal benefits and the marginal cost. All right. And you only do something when the marginal benefit is, you know, marginal cost. I'm not trying to give it away, but that's what we're doing. You need to understand the PPF, everything about the PPF there. Okay. You need to be able to pick a point on the PPF. You need to understand utility and why you make decisions. You need to understand demand. All right. What is demand? Determinants of demand. You need to understand supply, determinants of supply. You need to understand the shifts of demand and supply and what happens with price and quantity. You need to understand price controls, price ceilings and price floors. You need to understand how they work and how, when they are used, they create blank. All right. So that's what we have to do on that. You're also going to need to know shifts in the labor market. All right. So because this happens, you demand more or less labor. Because this happens, you supply more or less labor. All right. So the determinants of the labor market, you need to be able to do those. You also need to understand price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand. Right. So when you do those calculations, what kind of goods, like, because the number is this, that means it's this kind of good. Because this number means that, that means it's this kind of good. That's what we're looking for. The next thing is going to be elasticity and total revenue. So because the elasticity is elastic, what happens with total revenue when price changes? Okay, so do some practice here. Because price is changing here, right? Because price goes up and it's elastic, total revenue does this. Okay, so go back and do some practice with those. You need to understand how elasticity is going to change your total revenue because of a price change. The last thing that we're going to do is price paid by consumers and producers after tax. Remember, because somebody is elastic or not elastic, that's going to change how much price you're paying. All right, so you have to be able to determine how much price the consumer's paying, how much price the producer's paying. All right, and then the difference is the tax amount. You need to be able to understand that. Okay, so that is the review for the exam. All right, if you heard something right now and you're like, I don't know what that is, go back and watch one of the videos about it. Hopefully, this is a good way to kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking for on the exam. All right, so try your best. All right, that's the best thing that you can do for the exam. If you don't know something, right, try and find out. If you get to the exam and you're like, I don't know anything about that, that's okay. All right, because we're gonna have another exam, and we'll be able to improve from there. All right, so just try your best. All right, whatever happens, it's meant to happen, right? And we're gonna improve from here. All right, I really appreciate all your efforts so far, and you're gonna do great. All right, no matter what that score tells you, you're gonna do great. All right, so go study for the exam. hopefully this is a great way to kind of just point you in the right direction. And best of luck to you. Okay, bye.